So we all know that when it comes to USB mics, there's some mics that stand out for the best. There's the HyperX Quadcast, there's some other SteelSeries mics. The real question is, what is really the best bang for your buck? I think around $100 is the perfect price range for a good mic that has good value. And I think another factor that you need to consider is the features of the mic itself. Could the TONOR ORCA001 be as good or even better than my current microphone? We see this can be listed for $70 and you can find it for even as low as $60 on sale right now. So without delaying anymore, let's get into this review and let's see what we got.
Alright, so here is the first look at the ORCA001 mic. It is a USB mic and it uses USB-C. As you can see, it has a very sleek design here and the box is very appealing to the eye. Keep in mind that I am recording this voiceover using the TONOR ORCA001 that you see in this video, and a special thanks to TONOR for sending me out this mic to review. With that out of the way, let's take a look on the outside of this box. We see on the box that it has some special features such as tap to mute, RGB light, and some side buttons to adjust the volume. If at any point you need to stop talking, just simply tap the top of the microphone and you will just stop having the voice go into the microphone. It's very convenient while streaming. As a streamer myself, I always look for mics with this feature. Now let's get into the actual unboxing. If at any point throughout this video you would like to buy this mic, check my affiliate link in the description. For the contents of the actual box, we see here is the user manual. It also comes included with obviously the TONOR ORCA001 mic, threaded USB-C cable, as well as the adapter for the boom arm if you so choose. A cool feature about the threaded cable is that if you need to not plug in with USB standard and plug in with USB-C, it has an option to where it can go USB-C to USB-C. One consistency that I'm recognizing is that this is very similar to the HyperX Quadcast. Not only does it come with the same shock mount and also stand, it is in the same packaging as well.
As you can see here, this is the size comparison between the TONOR ORCA001 and the HyperX Quadcast. As you can see, they both have a very similar shock mount and also design, with the volume buttons on the HyperX Quadcast being on the bottom, and on the TONOR, they're on the front. Also, they both have the tap to mute option, as you can see on the top. The HyperX Quadcast is probably about 4 inches taller, holding them from the bottom, and the shock mount on the HyperX Quadcast is a little bit bigger.
Alright, so here is the sound test of the HyperX Quadcast. This one can find retail about $100, but the TONOR ORCA001 can retail for pretty much $70 to $60. Looking at the actual mic itself, we see the shock mount here, which enables it to not have any sound picked up by the mice or the keyboard. This little adapter right here will go perfectly with the boom arm if you would like to put it on one. The stability of it is perfect, and the size is right at a point where you don't need to worry about it getting in your way, especially while you're gaming or streaming. Moving on to the other things in the kit, we see the threaded cable right here. As you can see, it has an option where you can take off the standard and move it to USB-C to USB-C if that's something you need. Now, after setting up the actual mic, there's this perfect little slot for the USB-C cable that lets you thread it down around your desk or through it if you need. Here are the buttons on the side that allow you to control the volume and also suppress the noise if you need. While the mic is on, we see this beautiful red light that shines up that gives you an indicator on what the actual volume is, and this allows you to adjust it. Now, remember to keep in mind that red is the max option, which means it's going to pick up the most input from around you. So I recommend yellow or even light blue would be the best option. That little orange dot that you saw on the bottom is actually a noise suppression option. And my issue with it is that it acts as kind of violent and it kind of removes the beginning and the ends of your words. But if you're close to it and you have a boom arm, I definitely would recommend it. This is what I'm referring to because I have it farther away from my face. It actually thinks that what I'm talking to is noise and tries to suppress it as well. So it's actively suppressing while I'm talking. But when I move it closer to my face and it cannot actually suppress things, then that makes it sound a lot better. Having the small size of the mic is very helpful, especially on people who have smaller desks. Part of that can be accounted to the actual size of that. That's because about my hand size, which is about 10 inches long, it does not really take up that much space at all. One issue with this mic, I feel, is that if you do not have noise suppression on, then it's going to pick up a lot of sounds, especially if you have a noisy room. So I do recommend getting a boom arm. That way you can put it on noise suppression and will not hear anything. Besides your voice, of course, because why would I not hear your voice? Anyways, as you can see here, we're going to go ahead and slap on the adapter. And then we're going to screw it onto the TONOR. I have a TONOR boom arm that I use, the TONOR T30, and it fit perfectly on, and I'm using that right now. The shock mount that it has also really helps, especially if you do want to leave it on the desk. But when it's on the boom arm, this really does eliminate any movement with the boom arm and also some vibrations. It will have a clear voice from you, and it will not have any shakiness.
But that was my review of the TONOR ORCA001. If you guys enjoyed, please let me know by dropping a like, dropping a sub. Again, thank you so much for TONOR for sending me out this mic to review. And the links are in the description. They are affiliate links, remember that. And I don't think I have anything else for you guys, so I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.